Hi, my name is Jimmy Williams with NFL Draft Diamonds, and I have a guy for you people to meet. His name is Zach Heins. He is a tight end out of South Dakota State. How's it going, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Jimmy?
Doing fine, man. Wrapping up this season for you guys here shortly. You know, you have one more championship to win and go out there and show people why you're the top dog at the FCS level. But Zach, obviously talking to you so that we can share your stories. Tell us where it all began, man. Tell me where you're from, and we'll walk through the rest of
Originally from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Born and raised there. Grew up coming to Jack's games as a kid. One of my friends, Seth Benson, always invited me. His dad was, or both of his parents were alumni from here, um, and just always kind of grew up going to the games. Back when it was the old stadium, and just I've been around Jackrabbit football for a while, and I wrote a little letter in third grade saying what I wanted to do when I was older. And one of the things on there is one of the college teams I wanted to play for was SDSU. And one of the things I wanted to do was play in the NFL. So just really just out here living my childhood dream. So can't complain too much.
Cool. Dude, obviously very interesting. I mean, you're South Dakota born and bred, and of course, obviously playing there for South Dakota State. I mean, coming out of high school, I mean, obviously, you wanted to be there. Obviously that was one of your dreams as a kid, but as you were coming out of high school, were there other opportunities, maybe set before you or no?
I originally thought I was going to play basketball until about my junior year, and then I realized the potential that I kind of had in football. Um, Had a few other Missouri Valley schools that were interested. USD had offered. I had gone on visits to both of the Dakota schools and to UNI. Um, and then Minnesota was probably the biggest school that was, interested in me. And they basically said they just wanted to wait until my senior season kicked off. And I was actually STSU's running back coach at the time. I'd been there so many times. I'd gone to so many game day visits, and I'd been to camp and everything like that. Knew the coaches so well, and he basically just reminded me that the grass isn't always greener on the other side. And just kind of when it hit me that this is exactly where I wanted to be and exactly where I needed to be.
Well, I mean, obviously, exactly where you needed to be. But before we get there, just do want to touch just briefly on your high school days. I have in my notes you went to Washington High.
Yep.
And like you said, you also did a little bit of basketball as well. Fondest memories of you in high school, man.
For football, we won three state championships my sophomore, junior, and senior year. So I definitely have to say that.
Well, cool. And obviously carried those championship ways eventually there as a jackrabbit. Um, great. Let's get talking about South Dakota State. I mean, obviously, very successful these past few seasons, but let's first talk about it as you attending like as a student, man. What makes that campus so special? Classes. I mean, talk about the university.
Coming to SSU, you're just able to get such a good degree. I've actually been fortunate enough. I'll graduate with two. I just finished up my master's degree this semester. So really just, the professors here are great. They truly care about you. The class sizes are reasonable, and it just really allows you to understand the material and truly grasp it and understand what you're actually doing in that sense.
Gotcha. And you said you got two degrees. Which ones did you get?
So undergrad was business economics, and then my graduate degree was just economics. So,
As business economics kind of guy, like, where's that going to lead you, like, when your football days are done?
so my undergraduate, we didn't technically have a minor in it, so I got an emphasis in finance, and I think that's kind of the route that I want to go when I'm done playing football, is somewhere in there, maybe in the financial advisor sector or something like that.
Kind of something nice to be able to have on you because, I mean, obviously, eventually you're going to be collecting a little bit more money as professionals. So, I mean, it'd be nice to know what to do with that money once you get it. So, nice to have that economics degree, man.
Yeah,
Sounds
absolutely.
great. Um, all right. So, I mean, I've watched you guys play. Yeah, obviously a lot of great talent, across the board, both on offense and defense. But obviously, you're a tight end, so you're on offense. So, talk about that offense, man. How would you describe it?
It's so much fun to be a part of. Just to be honest with you, like there's so many cool things that we do. We can get in so many different formations, so many sets, so many personnel groups. I'm someone who just really loves the game of football and loves the ins and outs of it, and loves being able to move the chess pieces with the defense and just all the guys that we have and everything that we can do to a defense to make them get in certain calls, certain checks here and there. It's just so much fun to be a part of.
Yeah, I mean, you guys got some big guys up front, some meat up there who knows how to move bodies and pancake some guys, and they open up holes for Isaiah Davis, and then of course you have a great quarterback there in Mark Gronkowski who like does a great job, man. That's he's throwing to like obviously you and the Yankee twins. I mean, it's fun to watch, man. Like you said, so love it. Anything more you got to say about your guys there?
No, it's like I said, it's so much fun to get to work with these guys. They're my best friends here. Just really develop that relationship off the field and then just be able to go on the field and just be able to play at a high level. Just be able to trust the guy next to you because you've put the work in with them. Like, all the tight ends can trust all of them, and then we get in the run game and our 605 hogs, what we call the O line, they do a phenomenal job. And then as soon as we get in the pass game, can really throw it to any one of us, and we're all going to feel comfortable going up there and making the play. And Mark's going to put it in a great spot for us. So, no matter where you really look in the huddle, I can't complain with who we got in there.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of great guys coming up as well. And again, I'm speaking to you. You're a week out from another championship game. So just to kind of put reference on, our time here. But let's talk about you, Zach. Obviously, a prospect at the tight end position. What do you feel separates you from the pack?
I really just think my size and my ability to, still get open, just with that. And, I always joke with a lot of our corners and our safeties and linebackers, like you can be playing perfect coverage and I'm still open, and just the beauty of being 6'7" and just being a massive person. And really just, beyond the physical attributes is just the mental side of it, being able to understand fully where the O-line's going, what the offensive blocking scheme is, and be able to know what the read is, why we're going there. If a defense throws a different look at us, what we're trying to get out of the scheme to know how to pick it up on the fly. And then kind of the same thing with the passing game, being able to read the defenses and understand which option in the route that I have and which option that I need to get to.
Yeah, again, just highlighting the obvious. 6'7", he's almost always open. That's just kind of what works. Do want to let you know a couple of things that some of our scouts had to say about you because I know we've been to a couple games and actually said some things about you. So good release off the line of scrimmage. Showcases great football intelligence, understanding route concepts and zone coverages, and also a great run blocker. So how do you take that, man?
It's always nice to hear those things, and I think those are kind of some of the things that I like to play to. Love to just get in there and being able to, move the man across from you and in the run blocking, and then um, yeah, just being able to, catch anything that comes my way, and just being able to be your reliable target that way.
Great. So let's break this down a little bit more. So obviously a tight end receiver as well as a blocker. So let's break this down a little bit. So as a receiver, What's your favorite route to run for your quarterback?
Um, Probably just a go ball, just because a lot of the times, safeties and linebackers are sitting there and they're waiting for you to break and they're trying to get hands on you. And as soon as you get them off or as soon as you slip past them, they're still waiting for you to break a lot of the times and they just have to play catch up to it. And then as soon as that ball's in the air, it's me versus them. And, I like those chances a lot of the times.
Yeah, I was thinking there for a second that it might be like off a play action or something, because obviously you guys have a really great, run game there. Because I mean, you get a guy like you who slips out, um, if you're even half open, like that's an easy first down or easy touchdown. So, what about you as a blocker? What's one of the best plays that you love executing out there? Maybe y'all's bread and butter.
Always love power. It's been something that we install on the first day of pads every year. One of the seniors that was here and kind of mentored me when I was here, Cal Hart. He was a little psycho about power, and he just absolutely loved it and instilled that in me. And just being able to get downhill, and power is one of those physical plays that we're going to line up. And a lot of the times the defense is saying, watch power, watch power. They know it's coming, and we're still going to run it. And we're still going to execute it very well. So yeah, I'd either say that or just a good mid zone and just getting, Isaiah Davis or Martin Johnson, just get them out there and get them running.
Yeah, hey, those things have obviously worked well for you guys. Again, on pace to win another natty. You guys just have a way of getting things done, man. We just kind of want to ask you what goes into this sort of preparation, and what's really motivating you guys to go out there and do it again?
The motivation is just, we work year round. We work tirelessly for this moment. We are so close to this point. We've talked about it. The feeling that we felt. I've been here. This is my sixth season, and the first four ended with a feeling of saying goodbye to the seniors, and being emotional in that locker room. And last year we reached it, and we did exactly what we wanted to. And we had always talked about being on the stage and what that would feel like. And after last year, we have that feeling. We know exactly what it feels like to host that trophy, and just to it's something that's obtainable now, and we've had that feeling, and it's just something that we want so badly again.
And again, just talk about that preparation, for your team. I mean, obviously, man, you've changed a lot over the years. What's the biggest thing that's changed for you in how you prepare versus like maybe when you first came in as a freshman?
I think the biggest thing is just taking it one day at a time and just not looking ahead to anything. I know, especially when I was younger, we trip up on a game, or we wouldn't have the best practice, in the middle of the season or against a team that wasn't ranked in the top 25 or wasn't necessarily in the top 10 or something like that. And I think I've done it, and as a team collectively, we've really just been able to focus on, all right, it's Tuesday and we're in meetings. Let's get the most out of this meeting, and then we go to practice, and let's get the most out of this practice. We go to walk through, you know, on Thursday, and we need to get the most out of this walkthrough because it's the only one we're going to get. And just really being able to be locked in and focused while we're at the facility into what we need to do just has led to great results for us.
Yeah, dude. I mean, win every day, right? I mean,
Absolutely.
win the practice, win when you're in the weight room, win when you're on the field. I mean, you guys have definitely instilled that mentality for sure. So, but Zach, don't want to get ahead of us too much. Obviously, again, got one more game left to play, but the reality of the matter is you're an NFL prospect now, man. Has that set in yet, or what?
It has, and trying to focus on finishing this season the right way while I really can. So not trying to think too terribly much about that, especially being so close to the finish line here, and just want to finish that the right way. But Yeah, it's definitely something, like I had said, it's been a childhood dream of mine. So just really exciting.
Well, definitely done well for yourself. I mean, you've been an All Missouri Valley Conference player, a national champion. It had a lot of great accomplishments over your time, man. Is there one there that you love the most? Is it that obviously hoisting that trophy?
Absolutely. And last year I had played in that game. I had actually the practice before I had broken my foot. So I didn't think I was going to get that opportunity to play. And the doctor basically said, well, it's already broken. So there's not much more you can do to it. And so just the kind of the emotions that went through that, and putting so much work into it year round and then getting it taken away from you at the last second, and then being able to get that opportunity back when I really thought it was gone. um just, yeah, the pure emotion after we took that final kneel down and just realizing what we had accomplished and what had all gone into that is definitely my favorite moment.
Well, obviously that foot doesn't seem to be holding you back anymore. I mean, I think if I'm not mistaken, you're probably tops at your position in FCS level when it comes to you as a receiver. Is that sound accurate or what?
Yeah, it's got to be close. I'm sure there are tight ends out there who have some more catches or have more yardage here and there, but for what we're doing and the schemes we're running and the running yards that we're putting up, yeah, it's pretty great.
Yeah, definitely an unstoppable force there for sure. So, Zach, I do want to take a little bit of time to get to meet you off the field, meet the guy under the helmet. So, is there anything more about you that you want to share, whether it be your hobbies, your interests, if you have some special talents no one knows, man? I mean, tell us more about you.
Um, I'm a big family person. I'm big on family and friends. Just the time I get away from football, like we just had a little break here and got to spend it, my girlfriend and her family, and with my family as well, and just being able to celebrate the holidays and Christmas. So, any chance that we really get there, family's big on playing cards. And then personally, as I've gotten older, I've become more and more of a golfer. So trying to get the swing down. I spend way too much time on golf in the summer, but it's just something that's relaxing for me in a good way, just to get the body moving on maybe a day off. So,
Gotcha. So, working on his golf swing, you said that, again, playing cards with family. What games are we talking about? I mean, are you
uh,
with spades
so
or
the game that
rummy or
we
what?
typically play, it's called pitch. Um, Similar to, um, I don't know if you've ever heard of euchre. Similar to that in a way. Basically, you got partners, and you gotta, um, ace is high, and you gotta try and go around and bid based on your hand, and then you gotta draw back to six. But yeah, it's my dad grew up playing it in Nebraska, and that's kind of where it all started. And we've got a great group of family friends that will get together once a month, and they'll come over and they'll, all six of them will play pitch together. And it's just something that I grew up always doing. And yeah, that's what we typically do in our free time.
Cool. Couple other questions just for fun. Zach, you have any pets?
I do. My parents have a dog named Jax, JAX, for the Jackrabbits. I think he's just about to be two. He is a Cavapoo, uh, cutest thing, but also needs your attention 24/7. So when you stop petting him, he lets you know.
All right. A couple other things, again, just for fun. Favorite snack food?
um, Probably cheese curds. I don't know if that counts technically as a snack food, but if
Depends on who
I
you ask.
if I'm allowed to, that's what I'd go for.
Um, again, a guy, South Dakota, Sioux Falls. I've never been to Sioux Falls, man. What's so special about that hometown other than being a jackrabbit?
Um, I think it's just kind of the culture around it and just the people there. There aren't a lot of us, and just being able to be kind to everyone that you see and just being hospitable to everyone. Something that, I really appreciate about being from here and being from South Dakota is just, everyone seems to give everyone else the benefit of the doubt and just, you know, give their best because, that's what you expect in return and just being kind to people.
Cool. And obviously, want to get to the next level, want to play in the NFL. Who's that one quarterback that you would love to catch a touchdown pass from?
If I'm allowed to go retired, I grew up a very big Peyton Manning fan. Um, but if I'll go current, um, I think just with the talent and the legacy that he'll leave behind, being able to say you caught a pass from Patrick Mahomes. My dad's a Chiefs fan, so I think that'd be, a little special for him too. But yeah, just things that he's able to do, and the legacy he's gonna have and leave to be able to, tell your kids and your grandkids one day that you played with him and you caught passes from him would be pretty cool.
Sure, but naturally, obviously, man, any team really. I mean, you're
Yeah.
going to get that opportunity here very soon. So I know that, dude, there are scouts there all the time watching you and all of your teammates out there. But here very soon, you're going to be in a position where you're, in front of a scout having similar interviews. You're going to have people that are going to want to learn more about you. So go ahead and close us out, man. Give all of those franchises out there your pitch. Tell them why they need to sign you, draft you, and make you a part of their team. So go for it.
I think personally, I just don't think you're gonna find someone who's gonna do more of the right things. Just he'll be able to come in, be able to, do everything that you ask of him. He's gonna be there from the beginning to the end of the day. He's going to be in the right spot. He's going to do everything that's absolutely asked of him. He's going to give his all until, he can't anymore and he physically can't. And you're just going to get someone who cares and loves the game of football. Like I said, it's been something that I've been, dreaming of. And, I know and people always say there are a lot of people in the NFL that are just doing it because it's a paycheck. And I think for me, the paycheck will be nice and it'll be a bonus on top of it. But I really think for me, it's still just I'm playing a kid's game and I love it. And, we talk about that as an offense a lot. Is like we're out there and we're throwing a football around and we get, I got college paid because of it. And, I there are a lot life could be a lot worse, and I'm just able to, be able to enjoy every moment and being able to attack every day. Um, and like you had said, just with other interviews and things like that, like I welcome people to interview me and just get to know me because I think the more people get to know me, the more they'll find out about me and you know kind of like what they see.
Well, great. Well, Zach, obviously doing very well there for South Dakota State. Very successful tight end who's a solid all-around player who can block and be a great outlet for his quarterback and as a receiver and hopefully here very soon be a national champion once again. So I wish you all the best. All right.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Once again, Zach Heins, tight end out of South Dakota State. Check him out.